Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to create a simple animation in Procreate. We're going to use the exact same techniques as I used to create this animation, but we're going to focus on something a bit simpler today. So the type of animation that we're going to create is this. Okay, so once you're inside Procreate, we're going to open up a new canvas. This canvas can be any size you like. I'm going to select square. And once I'm inside the canvas, I'm going to add 2 additional layers. On the first layer, we're going to put the sky. So up in the colors, I'm going to select blue for the sky. This can be any color that you want. And to fill out the layer, I'm just going to drag it in and drop it in. In layer 3, I'm going to put the grass. So I'm going to select now green. And to put the grass, I'm just going to do a quick little squiggle across. So the pen I'm using as well is from the inking set, and it's called Gel Pen. I'm just going to draw a rough line across for the grass. Doesn't have to be perfect. And here as well, I'm just going to add in a little flower and maybe just a few blades of grass. To put in the flower, I'm going to select a white-y kind of grey colour and also a yellow golden colour for the petals. If you make any mistakes as well while you're drawing, you can also just double tap, tap with 2 fingers on the screen, or hit the back button here. And then finally, in the middle layer, I'm going to add in the sun. So again, I'm just going to select my color for the sun, and I'm going to draw in a circle, a rough circle, and hold it down, and then edit that into a circle. And then I'm going to fill it out the same way that we filled out the sky layer. The sun has to be in the middle layer because what we want to do is hide it and then bring it out as night turns into day. You can also change the size of the the size of the sun by hitting the arrow button and selecting uniform and just decreasing or increasing the size. The next thing we're going to do is decrease the brightness of both the grass layer, layer 3, and the sky layer, layer 1. So in order to decrease the brightness, I'm just going to go over here and select Hue, Saturation and Brightness and bring it down. Maybe around 32. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing for the grass. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do then is I'm just going to hide the sun, because in my first frame of my animation I wanted to start coming out from behind the grass. Just going to hide the sun behind the grass. Then I'm going to duplicate layer 1 and layer 3. So I'm just going to slide the layer across and hit duplicate. And the same thing for layer 3, slide it across and hit duplicate. I want to bring layer 1 up to layer 3 and then just merge down by hitting layer 3 and selecting merge down.
I was gonna do that again just in case.
Okay, then I want to merge the two layers together. So I'm going to select layer 3 and I'm going to select merge down. And this is going to be the first frame of my animation. So I'm going to just rename this 1. And I want to hide the layer. So I just want to make sure that this tick is not selected. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is going to bring out the sun slightly. So just a little bit peeking out behind the grass. And as it's coming out, the grass is going to get slightly brighter. So I'm going to go up again, make sure I'm in layer 3. And same thing as when we were changing the brightness earlier, I'm just going to now increase the brightness. So going from 50 to 51. And the exact same thing for the sky. So I'm going from 50 to 51. Now what I'm going to do is duplicate all of these layers. And again, bring them together and merge down. And then this is going to be frame number 2. And I'm basically going to repeat this process until the sun comes out and until the sky and the grass have lightened, so darkness, the night has come into day. So again, going back to the sun layer, I'm going to move it out a little bit more. And I'm going to brighten up the grass from 50 to 51 and the sky. Duplicate all of those layers, bring them together and merge down. Drag it up above 2 and rename it 3. If you want to do a quick check just to make sure that everything is okay, what you can do is just deselect everything, select layer 1 or frame 1, then layer 2, layer 3 and layer 4. So you can see how the animation is progressing. Okay, so once the sun is out, we can actually make this slightly easier and bring the sun layer above the grass layer and then just merge the grass layer and the sky layer together. So now we only have 2 layers. If you want to make sure as well that you're actually bringing out the sun in a straight line, you can put on snapping and it will just bring in a line for you to check that it's actually rising in the same line. Again, just doing a quick check. If as well you've got to a stage where you feel like it's already day and you're happy with your colors, you don't need to brighten up the sky and the grass anymore. You can just continue bringing up the sun. I'm going to keep going with mine and making them a little bit lighter, but I think I'll probably stop there. What I'm going to do is just going to do a quick check to make sure, or to see if the color of the sun is matching the color of the flower. No. Okay, so I'm going to keep bringing up the brightness of the sky and the grass until it matches the color of the sun. So once you're happy with where the sun is located in the sky, you can stop your animation or you can stop creating your frames. I'm going to add one last thing to this animation, which is just a flower blooming over here. So what I'm going to do is the two layers that I have, oh, I forgot to rename this layer. Okay, so with the two layers that I have, I'm going to merge down. And I'm just going to start drawing in a flower, either here or here. I'm going to pick over here. So for this frame, I'm just going to add in the stem, something like that. And then again, I'm going to duplicate the frame and I'm going to bring up that layer above my top layer. Then I'm going to draw in the middle part. And again, duplicate that layer and bring it above. Then I'm going to draw in each petal at a time. This is probably my last frame, but I'm going to duplicate it anyway, just in case. Okay, so once we have all of our layers done, what we're going to do is go over here and turn on Animation Assist. And we're going to select each of our layers one by one. Once we have all our layers selected, you can hit play, and there you'll be able to see your animation in full. What you can also do is change how fast or slow the animation is by hitting on settings or clicking on settings and then changing the frames per second. So the more frames per second, the faster it will be, and the less, the slower it will be. As well, if for instance you want the sun to rise quickly, but you want to change how quickly the flower is blossoming, what you can do is actually hit on the frame that the flower is forming in. So let's have a look maybe here. And you can change the whole duration. Say I want to hold that for one frame. Sorry, that's my sun still forming, so I'm gonna go back. Okay, here's my flower. So I'm gonna change the whole duration just to 1. So now the sun will rise quickly, but the flower will blossom a little bit slower. And then if you want to save and export your animation, what you can do is just go up here again and click share, and then share as an animated MP4. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. And if you did enjoy this video and would like to see more, please like and subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.